very cool. And and actually following Jace from RTR and everything, and then going to Ixalan and coming out, like that was pretty sick actually. Like the whole thread there was good. Oh man. Yeah, that makes a difference. You have that like kind of nostalgia piece of it, right? Okay. We can keep talking for sure about Magic, but I want to show you guys what's up. So for starters, we're still rocking the corn. Seeing this unicorn, all this makes me do is wonder who is going to end up with a W tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm going to move this over just a smidge. Who is ending up with a W tomorrow? You know what I mean? Where I'm at, all the nice people playing EDH, I would say generally speaking, because EDH is a more casual format, you're going to end up with more chill gameplay in general. You know? Wait, is there a unicorn? No. Sorry, Darko. Just speaking of Singa boards, I think seeing this unicorn is making me just like ponder the results of the Kohaku raffle tomorrow. Unbelievable. I'm wondering. I'm so sorry, Darko. No. I will usually tell you guys if there's big drops coming. I would say I usually tell you guys if there's big drops coming. There's a couple of cool things, but we'll know on the 19th. Oh shit, is today? I thought it was the 18th, isn't it? Oh, that's Tuesday. My bad. Okay, yeah. Sorry. So yeah, we'll know on the 19th. That's true. Tuesday's the last day. My B. But I'm very much looking forward to it. Okay. Now we're gonna have to do a little bit of finagling here, okay? The reason being, hello, Horatio. Those caps fit perfect. Moto again? Yeah, this is this is Moto 2. So it just fits. Like the gray, these two grays are pretty nice. Add a little accenting around the outside, drop a monochrome Fenny on there, and you're good to go. It's funny that monochrome and grayscale are not the same thing. And I'm saying words. Okay, so we just crossed 2,500, right? We just crossed 2,500. Ridiculous, you guys. I remember my first like couple hundred, and I was like, oh my god, 100! Can you believe it? 200! What the hell? The fact that there is interest listening to me blather for a couple hours 3 times a week is still mind-boggling. But in celebration of the appreciation of that blathering, we'll say, we are doing some giveaways for sure, and we're doing it a little different. So we've done some things in the past. Yeah, that is true. I see. Unborn, you gotta wait. It definitely has happened. We are doing some giveaways, but we are not doing the same kind of giveaways we've done in the past. There are some commissions that are being handled by community members, let's say. So that's what I'll say. There's going to be some opportunity to pick up some custom made product as part of the celebration. It's a celebration. Okay. So, speaking of, I've got my window open tonight. Product where? Ooh, just wait. So, custom made. I'm almost wondering if we can have like a theme. I'm not promising a theme, but custom made, grayscale, and community member stuff. That's all I'm saying. Would you say that those custom items are also destined to a niche audience? I mean, you guys will appreciate it, okay? That's what I will say. That's what I will say. So there's going to be some cool stuff, Okay. Now, to start, I preloaded most of this PCB with sockets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, yeah, some hints, I guess, to where we're going. Custom, grayscale, community. Oof. It's going to be, man, it's just like I'm thinking and I started talking and now I've just got like, my mind is racing. Now I'm like, oh shoot, we could really make a theme out of it, actually. Oh, and now I'm like, wait a minute, if we're going like thematic and grayscale as part of it, we could dress up. We could dress up. We could have an excuse to get fancy. I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking out loud. I'm giving you, this is like stream of consciousness streaming, you know? Okay. We gotta chill. Hang on. So the one issue I've got is this PCB was, does this work? It does. This PCB was previously soldered, and it's a little, there's some of the sockets are not going to go in quite so nicely. So we might end up burning a couple sockets trying to figure it out. Ooh, you know what? I probably should have gone and got my wick. Is there also a yellow PCB in the corner on the left? Yes, there is. Man, people giving you, no. Okay, sloth, chill. Okay, we'll figure some stuff out. Man. Oh man, you guys, my mind is on fire right now. Let's get this iron turned on. We'll see what's what. I managed to, I think I actually have a topic tonight, right? Where I'm actually in a category. Last build, I was not in a category. Okay. Pardon me, I'm not sure why my nose is stuffed tonight, you guys. I'm sorry for the schnortzing in your ear. Bordosaur, recently Milmax PCB, those previews, man, it was not easy, definitely had to bridge. Oh, really? Okay, so no, I don't think, so Bordosaur, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks. I don't think we're going to be, pardon the noise, I don't think we're going to be, oh, it feels like extra loud today. Or just give up on it. You know what I ended up doing? I'll tell you something, Horty. Let me turn this off for a sec. My favorite way is actually like this. So there's a couple ways. Number one, you can actually just spray it down. Number two, gaffer's tape. So you just take the gaffer's tape, put it on, peel it back, like so. Comes right clean. Tape. Yeah. Actually, even better and cheaper than gaffer's tape is masking tape, and it's like way less expensive. Use a little bit more, but yeah, very good. Tape is the way to go. You know who does tape actually is Elvin. He uses a lint roller, which is basically just tape, right? And that works out really well, I would say. Put it away filthy. Horty, I constantly do that. No judgment. I promise, no judgment. So this is what I'm going to do. There's a few sockets for sure that are going to need a little help. And the one I just cleaned there, I'm going to see if this allows me to get this through now. And it does. It does. So if I'm not sure, I also just take a switch here and see if I can insert it. Now this one actually needs to be brought up a little bit. And in this case, I don't think it's quite in the right spot. So I'm just going to heat it up just a smidge. See if I can get it to go down. And then once I do that, then I can test it again and just see if it's lined up with the switch pin. And it is. So if I can get it lined up with the switch pin, that's good. I'm just going to heat this socket up ever so gently and try to push it through the hole. And basically, if it does go through, it seats really nicely, then again, I can just test it, make sure the pins are going to go in, and then we're good to go. So a few of these are sticking out, but I'll just heat them up ever so gently. And if we can get them to go through, once they heat up, then they usually sit really nicely. The only thing is you got to check the back and make sure that the socket can actually seat all the way in, right? So we're going to test that, obviously, but for now, these are actually going in really nicely, which means most of these are going to sit very flush, which is just lovely. Just lovely for us. You want to make sure when you do this that the tip of your soldering iron is extremely clean, because if you flood the head of the socket when you do this, and it's like finger pressure here, you're not really pushing hard, it's just enough to get it to heat the socket up and then have it almost push through the switch pin hole directly on its own. There you go. And you just check the back. And if it's nice and clean on the other side, then you're basically Gucci. So I think this one will be good. Perfect. And this one should be good as well. Now just be careful when you do that. If you put your hand on the other side, make sure you remember which pins you were heating so that you don't, melt your finger. I'll check chat in just a second. I just want to get this one through. Perfect. Okay. I don't like the adhesive. We'll get. Hang on. Can mask any? Will do. What tape do you? Oh, hang on. Can masking tape be used for tape mod? Everything Insty said is correct. So there's a couple of tapes that are good. In my opinion, gaffer's tape is probably the best tape for almost every keyboard related thing because it is residue-less. And that counts for a lot. Not having a residue counts for a lot. Okay. Now, it looks like all of the ones I wanted to get through are now in. Maybe minus this one. And I think actually I just freed up one more here on the top. And I think we should be able to solder this basically straight away. And there's only a couple we'll have to go and see about a... we'll have to see about a... Oops. Whatchamacallit? What's that stuff called? The wick. The wick. Are you going to mill max the corners too? No, I am not, actually, Sinbek. You can't see because it's far out, but that's a good call. So the way that I've decided is, I think, probably exactly what you're describing, which is to basically not to mill max the corners and solder those switches in directly. And what that will allow you to do then is still keep the O-ring nice and secure and still have the benefit of a relatively easy switch swap. Not quite as easy, but you know what I mean. I already bought masking tape. You can use it. It does leave a residue. You can always do whatever you like, but I would not recommend masking tape. But you can always use it if you'd like. Okay, so with that being said, let's flip this PCB over. Let's get this party started. Let's do it. Exactly. Are you going to back connect on the port user solder user four corners? Yeah. Everything Sinvex said is exactly what we're going to do. That is exactly the plan. So I'm just gonna pull this back just a smidge, and it appears as though so what I'm gonna do is I'll mill max everything we've got, and then I'll have to go out to the shop because I forgot my wick in the shop. I need to order a second extra long wick actually, but I will. Seep into the PCB in particular because of switches or short the PCB. Sorry, will the Henrico this or I wonder if that's Henrico or Henri. Anyways, Henrico, that's a Unicorn 2.2. With the switches or short the PCB. Oh, is that Kim answering or asking? Residue due to the key. Is that true, Kim? I didn't even know that was true. Okay. So, we're going to get this PCB mill maxed for everything except the corners. And then we're going to be able to solder the switches into the corners, and then we'll pull out the case. And I promise, it's awesome. Yo, Hype! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for my next shipment from Hype. Hype, this is me publicly pressuring you into get me it. Just kidding. But as likely as when you take it out, it's just going to be gross and gooey sticky. Yeah, that was, so Insty's description is actually what I was more concerned about. Shipping soon, I promise. All right, DR1, your plate is in that shipment. Your plate is in that shipment. Don't listen to me. Okay, have you tried root beer float? These are root beer float switches. I have them. I haven't lubed mine yet, though. I need to. I want to, since having taken like a really basically my sweet ass time with my Nixies and making sure that they were very, very even and very, very well lubed and all that kind of stuff. I've become a little bit more anal with the way that I lube. And now it's like it's a bit more of a mental lift to start lubing. So I don't take it off. What will it affect? Anal lube? You heard me. You heard me. How do you start Monday, Adaran, at the new place? I can't remember. Or was it this week yet? I can't remember. Everyone congratulate Adaran on his new job. Hey, knocked him. How are the rest of the builds, man? I only caught the first one. I'm so sorry. You're going to like MW caps, Milky Way caps or something? I missed the second set of caps. But I was hanging. Yo, Zuabi, what's up, dude? Yo, Zuabi, I got to chat with you after stream, actually. I got some questions for you, sir. Ma'am, please. How are those clack bits you have sitting on your desk? The clack bits are clacky, very clacky. My closest comparison, the way that I'm describing them, is if you like Zaku's, you will like clack bits. That's what I will say. Clack bitty's so good. Matt was vigorously... Matt, were you? Is that true? Is that true? So yeah, the clack bits are very clacky, you guys. Very, very clacky. Like I said, for me, I think the closest comparison are Zaku's, but the clack bits they don't need much work. The Zaku's need a ton of work, IMO, to be like kind of usable, whereas the clack bits, they just work out of the box. You can lube them up for some extra smoothness, But generally speaking, if you like that clacky Zaku sound, you will love clack bits. That's what I will say. You know who actually needs some clack bits? Clack bits is Frank. Want to buy hype? Are you for real? Are you able to come? Dude. Let's chat. Let's chat. Let's chat. Mac, oh my gosh. I'm asking, hang on. I'm asking Vince right now. Okay, good. I'm like, you guys gotta be cordial if nothing else. You're both local. That would be sick, dude. Selfishly, if nothing else. Dude, excited to show off some new products. Are you already sponsoring? Like, are you already sponsoring even if you aren't coming, is what I meant? Even if you couldn't attend? Yo, the man, the myth himself, the handsomest of all Keeb enthusiasts, Mr. Clackbait himself. Hello, sir. We were just talking about your most latest, most newest, most appreciated of inventions. How are you? You must be... Get out of here, dude. I don't know. There's no hiding. There's no hiding, Clackbait. We already know what you look like, all right? Build them wells, exactly. I love that. Build them wells, exactly. Listen, you guys hate children? Go buy some other Switches. That's up to you, okay? I'm just kidding. Clack is like, I want no affiliation with Geo, okay? Pull the affiliation. Pull the affiliation. Get me out of there. Get me out of there. This is not a sponsored post. How's it going, Neon? Clack, no, Clack is not. Clack is like, get Geo out of here. Cut to commercial. Cut to commercial. Right? It'll take the. What will it affect the masking? It's just going to end up. The problem with tape is the older you leave it, the more discoloring you could end up with the PCB. You could end up with like just like residue that you can't wash off.